All right, what's up? It is July 4th, 2019. I'm struggling a little bit. What's going on? So, basically, these Google ads, right? I worked my ass off to get this Google ads contract. We've signed an actual contract document. They're going to spend $3,000 over the next 3 months. And I get to allocate those dollars based on, Google ad campaigns that I set up that I determined to be, hopefully ROI positive at the end of these 3-month periods. We've spent, let me look on my phone. It's not a complete disaster, but at the same time, it's not, there are many things that I need to do, I think. Okay, so let's say this month, we spent $113. We've made $119. Cool. The problem is that $119 came from brand campaigns, basically people who are predisposed to already knowing about and wanting to buy the brand. And so my view is real success in this project comes from not when we convert someone who already knows about the brand, but when we convert someone who's new, who doesn't know about the brand, and now is deciding, okay, cool, let me buy the brand. And I'm struggling because things are really expensive. A click, I can't seem to buy for below $1 on a click. I don't think I've gotten, other than the brand campaigns, where we're only getting, 30 cents a click, every other click I've bought has been over $1. And it's a big problem because, basically one way to think about it is I don't know. That's just a big problem, right? So, okay, I have $1,000 to spend this month. I need to spend about, if I do $40 a day, that's $1,200. If I do 35 a day, what is that? 30 times 30 is 900. 35 times 30 is 1,050. So I should be spending $35 a day. It's July 4th. Go America. I bought a flag. Having a little party get together today. So, okay, what are my problems? What are the problems with my Google ad campaigns? Well, the ads themselves are good, right? And they lead to collections and they lead to product pages, which is great, right? Those are good things about my ads, right? There's also, they're built in a logical way, right? There's types of products, right, that lead to the product pages. That lead to, there are, the fact that I'm linking directly to product pages where people only have to click a few buttons and then they can buy it, that's good, right? They are also built in a way, I have a brand campaign, I have a general market campaign, and I have a top performing products campaign. In those, I have the different types of products broken out, and for the top performing products, that's just a list of the top 5 products that they do really well. So that's good. The ads, I have about 60 different ads that I'm, working with using Google's, auto cycling thing to be cool, hey, test all of these, and then the top performing ones, the ones that get the most clicks, run all 60 of them. The ones that get the most clicks, only show those in the future. So that's good too. My problem right now is my keyword strategy. Basically, I have some ad groups with 200 keywords, and that's really bad because number one, you can't cycle through 200 keywords. That's it's going to take so long for Google to be okay, cool, let me get through all 200 of these to see if they're effective at giving you clicks, right? It'd be a lot more effective if I took Google's advice and everyone else on the internet's advice of, cool, hey, have 10 to 25 keywords, and that way you can very, very clearly see and test the best ones, right? And your dollars, your $50 a day budget or $35 a day will get, instead of spreading it out and having a shotgun blast over 200 keywords, suddenly your shotgun blast is spread like this, right? Suddenly it might not be more effective, right? You might miss out on some potential opportunities in this, but this way you can validate or invalidate your keyword assumptions, and then you can eject the ones that don't work and replace them and test new ones, right? And the ones that work really well, you can break them out and then give them their own shotgun blast, right? Give them their own budget and say, cool, I know that if I have the term chicken dog treats, and that term converts really well, or buy chicken dog treats now, I know that term converts really well. Great, I'm going to make that its own ad group. I'm going to make 3 ads specifically just for that keyword, right? And then that will have its own $10 a day budget, and I can shotgun blast all $10 a day at that one thing. It's a slug, not a birdshot. This is a bad metaphor. Anyway, so that is my problem right now. I have a bunch of messy ad groups that have a big range of things to shotgun blast their small budget at, and it's taking Google a long time to say, okay, cool, these are the best keywords, we've tested them, these ones work the best. So, the other thing is that there are so fucking many tools. There are so many tools. There's Keyword Planner, there's a million resources online, there's a million blogs, there's a million videos, right? That's good because, you know, it helps you learn. If you know what you're after, you can go and learn it. But it's bad because when you don't know what's wrong and you don't know what to fix, suddenly you hear this voice of like, hey, here's 30 things that might be wrong. And it's not helpful because like it prevents you from moving in any one direction. You know, I used Keyword Planner last night for the first time, and I like basically, you know, experimented with it for 30 minutes, and then I just like, I don't know, I got this like existential fear that like, hey, this might not work. And then I stopped and I watched a movie because I don't know, I think fear is stupid, and I've talked about that in these videos, and I know that's such a stupid thing to say, because like obviously fear is not, like everybody gets scared, and I get scared all the time, but like it's like, okay, cool. If you play out the worst case scenario of any scenario ever, if I play out the worst case scenario, I typically find that like even if it goes as badly as possible, I'm still probably going to be okay. Right, so okay, cool. Let's play this out as if it goes as badly as possible. Let's say I never sell anything with any of these ads and they flush $3,000 down the toilet. Cool, sweet. I show up, I tell them all of that in person. Cool, and let's say that I don't even pad it. I say, guys, you know, I'm really inexperienced. I did this completely wrong and I fucked this up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. They're gonna be really upset, right? Maybe the company goes down, they're really upset. You know, and it's my fault. Okay, cool. You know, startup companies can't just flush $3,000 down the toilet when they're only working with an operating budget of a couple $1,000s. Okay, I don't think that will happen because they have 4 stores right now that are always cash flow positive, that are the reason why they, you know, afforded things to do like this. Cool, great. I also don't think that, you know, I will sell $0 worth of anything. You know, that I don't think that's an option because I've already sold $119. You know, maybe not the best in the best ways, as I explained before. You know, it's not new people; it's people who know about the brand. But cool. So that likely won't happen, but there's a chance that it will. Even if it did, let's say the company goes down. Cool. Then they send me an angry email. I have one uncomfortable meeting where they basically fire me. And then we never speak again, and I go on to do the next thing. And hopefully at the end of that, even if it goes as the worst case scenario, you know, still I will be okay. And I know that that's shitty, and I'm going to work my ass off so that scenario never happens. But the point is, you know, I shouldn't be paralyzed by fear, because even if the worst things possible happened, the sun's going to come up and it's going to be okay. And also, they're going to be okay. I really don't think, I mean, they wouldn't have signed this contract if, you know, $3,000 was going to bankrupt their company. So, yeah. So anyway, The one thing that I want to do, right, is have a daily routine, right? If I work on this for an hour a day, that's when things start to get better, right? Because this is a system that needs to learn over time, right? So you can't just sit down for 8 hours and say, cool, great, I'm going to knock this out. It's going to be perfect. It doesn't work like that. The real improvements come 1 hour a day. So if I was to describe a routine that I would do for 1 hour a day to work on these campaigns, I think it would be, right now, it would be chop out the keywords that you think have nothing to do with this, that you think are very likely to not be good. Then, build another ad, build some of their cool ads, right? I have search ads right now. If I did responsive search ads, they would probably perform better. So that would be a cool thing to do for the next 20 minutes. If I chopped out keywords for 20 minutes, then I added new responsive search ads for 20 minutes, and then I broke out, for the last 20 minutes, I broke out the keywords that are doing the best, and I broke them out into new ad groups and made specific ads for those. Then I could narrow that shotgun blast. So if I did that every day for an hour, and I just did, okay, cool, eliminate keywords, cool, build a new ad for 20 minutes, and then build out a single keyword ad group for 20 minutes. That, if I did that every day for 2 weeks, this would go better. So I'm probably going to do something similar to that. And then I'll make a new routine once I have different problems. Okay.